good, y'all? Man, it's hot as fuck. I'm just chilling today, y'all, because, you know, I had that 2 weeks off. So when you have 2 weeks off like that, then you go back to work. Shit kind of devastating for real. But I want to talk to y'all real quick about why these women can't find a man to love them. Now, a lot of women are going to blow. They use their sexuality to get men because that's how they get more men. They use their sexuality because that's how they get more men to show them attention, right? So I get it. Because men are basically having double standards. Because 1 minute men will say, offer more than just your sex, that's why you can't get a good man. But on the other hand, men will say that they don't care about your degrees and all that. So it kind of like makes women confused, like, all right, what the hell do you want then? You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter about the confusion that the men are causing when they say they want women with degrees, or you only lead with your looks and sex, that's why you can't get a good man. It's all about the man in general, the man you're dealing with in general, because you're always going to have different opinions and different shit. But I want women to think of it this way. When a man leaves with his wallet, right, he doesn't get the right woman unless he just gets lucky and he just happens to attract the right woman, right? Now the problem is this. This is the problem. Here's the problem. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna turn you up. Here's the problem with the leading with the wallet thing. It's the same thing. It's no different than leading with the looks. Women want a man who is stable and has money, right? So that's why you see so many men saying, all right, a woman wants a man that's stable. Look, I have money. That's why he's doing that. But the problem is, if he leaves with that, he can attract the wrong woman. Now flip that when it comes to sexuality with a woman. Every man likes the sexuality. Every man wants sex from a woman. But when you lead with that, you're not going to probably pick the right guy. You might get lucky and attract the right one and be attracted to the right one. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I see little cousins. I see all type of women, and they you could kind of see that they lead with their sexuality, and yeah, you're going to get the men, but they're not going to love you because you're leading with your sexuality. You're not leading with who you are as a woman. And the reason why most women are not doing that, I don't care if she's fine as hell, the reason why she's not doing that in most cases is because she's not getting as much attention. Just like the man who leads with his wallet, and I'll pay for this and I'll trick off that. Because if he didn't do that, he wouldn't get as much women. So the same thing, vice versa with the females. If they didn't lead with their sexuality, they wouldn't get so many men coming at them. So they don't like that feeling. It feels better to get the more attention than to get the real attention. It feels better to have a bunch of attention than to have the real attention. Just like when I make these videos. If I play dumb like most people who are supposed to be so swagged out and all this other shit, some guys who won't say nothing or make these type of videos because they'll lose what you would call a pussy rate. Their pussy rate would drop. You see what I mean? But me, I would rather a woman like me for who I am versus me not saying nothing and acting like I don't know what women are doing out here and just not standing up for the younger generation of females and males to come and just keep my mouth shut. Of course I could do that. And of course I could just use money to get a lot of women, right? I could have a whole lot of women that way. I could just show pictures of bottles and shit. Don't even have to drink. Just show them what they want to see. You know what I mean? I could do that all day long, but I'm going to attract. It's a good chance that I'm going to attract the wrong woman. That's what it's all about. So people got to ask themselves, what do you really want? Do you really want love or do you want attention? Do you want love or do you want attention? It's one or the other. You want attention? Then by all means, if you're a woman, show your body all the time and your stories and all that, and you're going to get all kind of attention. But it's always the same story every time. A man that fucks with you, then he's gone after he fucks and shit. It's the same story over and over. And it's going to keep happening because you're using your sexuality and not who you are as a woman. Now, granted, all men like sex, right? Just like all women like money. But that don't mean you lead with that. That's the issue. And I'm telling you right now, if I got a little cousin watching, whoever the fuck watching, I don't give a fuck who they are. If you keep leading with your sexuality, you're going to keep getting the same results from men. Unless you get lucky and pick one that actually likes you for more than sex. But the chances are you're not going to get lucky because you're going to get bombarded by options. It's like this. A woman who don't show her body and then a woman who do. And this woman could look better, the one that don't show her body. But guess who's going to get all the attention? You think I'm lying as a woman right now? Show some kind of naked picture on your post and watch how many men come in your inbox. That's why women do it, because they feel like it's maximizing their chances of finding someone good. But really all it's doing is attracting a whole bunch of bad. You know what I mean? Just like with a man with money. Right now I can say I got $100,000. I'm trying to take a girl on. I can say whatever. I've seen men do it all the time. And women will probably come to the inbox. I don't know. I mean, more than likely they probably would, right? I can say I want to go on vacation with somebody who's trying to go or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just dumb shit that you don't want to do. Do you want attention or do you want love or do you want respect, basically? It don't even got to be love, but just respect. Like, if I just fuck with a woman that respects me, I'm good with that. She ain't got to love me. Maybe she don't want a boyfriend. But the respect got to be there. A lot of y'all not getting respect from men because you're not going about it the right way. You're showing your body, and any man can like you that way. That's the thing. Any man can like you if you're showing your body to them. Any man. But you want to make it to where the real ones, the ones that really like you. That's why you have to pipe down on the sexuality and all that other shit. And you got to. If you want something real. If you want attention, don't do it. If you're a woman watching and you want attention, just ignore what I'm saying. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to get a whole lot of attention. Whole lot of guys all over the motherfucking place. This is what's going on now. That's why you got women who look at guys who are 10s, basically. And when I say 10, I mean a solid dude all the way around the board. And she really a 2. And when I say that, it's not just looks, it's all across the board. She thinks she's better than that guy because she's getting the attention because of the sexuality thing. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And you got men thinking that the money makes them a better guy, and that's why they slip up and pick the wrong women. But if they knew that, all right, yeah, I got money and shit, but I still got to make sure. Now it's even harder to figure out who really fucking with me or who really not. And the only way to do that is not to leave with money. You know, a lot of men, they're going to take women out, $500 date or whatever. I don't know what they be doing. If I don't know the woman like that yet, it ain't happening. I get the woman the world, but she got to really fuck with me. That's just what it is. But they not going to do that. They're going to go over there where it's easier. They're going to go to that guy who's willing to be a simp and cash out for $500 on a strange woman he don't even know. You know, that's what they're going to do. And the men are going to lead with that, and they're going to get a lot of women that way. Showing bottles, showing money, showing so-called vacations, showing so-called businesses. You ever notice almost every man on this motherfucker is CEO or some owner or some boss or some shit? Y'all ain't never heard me say boss. None of that shit. I told y'all what I do. And I guarantee you, man, I'm almost certain they ain't not even touching the shit that I own. And that's a fact. And I'm not even shitting. But it's just a fact that if you're a CEO and a boss and all that, you ain't got time to be posting all that shit all the damn time. Stop that shit, man. You'd have somebody else doing that shit for you or some shit. But whatever, man. It works, and they get women that way, so they're going to keep doing it. That's just the name of the game. Whatever works, people are going to do. Whatever works for them to get the attention of, to maximize the attention that they get from women or men, that's exactly what they're going to do. But really, you should be doing the opposite, I think. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I already know every woman wants a man who got money. I know that. It don't even matter if the woman got money. She still want a guy that you would think if she's smart, but don't lead like that. I just seen a post that said, you will know if you got a real man when times get rough and the bills need paid or some shit like that. Well, guess what? Then I'll know if I got a real woman when the bills need paid and she act funny. See, this shit can go both ways. This shit can go both ways. Even though she's kind of correct, she's half correct. She's half correct. But at the same time, the same woman that really fuck with that guy would probably already be on her shit. Like, I gotta find a way to get money for the bills instead of, he's my man, give me the money type shit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't depend on, you should be able to depend on that guy. It shouldn't even be in that situation in general. But that's not the principle that I'm trying to say. The principle is she's basically applying, if a guy doesn't pay rent, then he's not a real man. So in other words, I only see you as a real man if you're paying bills. That's not good. That's not good at all. Even though a real man pays bills, but you can't look at it that way. You see what I'm saying? Just like, even though you want a woman that you like a woman's sexuality and all that shit, but in order for you to really respect a woman and not get comfortable and really treat her how she want to be treated, so she don't run off and try to fuck other people and shit, you gotta like a woman for more than just her looks. It's gotta be more. I know it's hard. It's hard as fuck, I know. But you got to like her for more than her looks and her sex. You got to. There's no other way around this shit. And I know as a woman, you want to try to attract all the most men. The problem is they can attract the better men that they like the most when they use their looks. But when they tone it down and just use who they are, they're not attracting them type of guys. So they like, fuck it, I'll jump out the window. That's basically what's going on. And the same thing with the men. Since I can't get the women that I want, I can't get the good-looking women without using the bag. Fuck it, I'm going to jump out the window and use the bag. Man, fuck that good-looking woman. Give me the ugly woman then. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. If that's what if I got to pay to have a good-looking woman, remember, looks are subjective, but who cares? If I pay to have a woman that everybody seems to think look good, I don't want her. I don't want her. Why? Why should I? That's stupidity, in my opinion. But guess what men are going to do? They're going to jump out the window. They're going to jump out the window to try to attract people. It's not really about what you got to do to attract a woman or man. It's about who's attracted to you. Remember that shit. Because that's the real attraction. It's not about me reading a book, oh, what does women like, and blah, 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 blah. I ain't never had to do that any other time a woman ever loved me in my life. I ain't had to get no fucking book. Nah, it don't work that way. You only need a book for these motherfuckers that don't really like you like that. Oh, don't text her right away and this and that. Who got time for that? Don't you double text. Don't text her the next day after y'all fuck. Man, that's stupidity. If I gotta do that, she ain't the one. If I can't text a woman what I want, I can't text her back immediately and all this other shit, she ain't the one. If I gotta act toxic, she ain't the one. They don't like the good guys because it don't stimulate their emotions. Then get her out of here. Get away. I'm not selling my soul to make you happy, or you're not even gonna be happy anyway. It's gonna be temporary. So it's kind of equivalent to a man making a woman show her body or something to be in the company of that guy. You know what I mean? It's kind of toxic if you think about it. So a woman gotta be toxic to attract a man. Yeah, you gotta be toxic to attract toxic men. That's what it really boiled down to. So many times I hear this shit about, if you're not a toxic guy, she doesn't get turned on and she doesn't get wet. Then she's not the right woman. Ain't no way in hell a good woman needs you to be toxic to be attracted to you. That's stupidity on a high level, man. But this is what's going on. I didn't even know this shit until like recently. That like, damn, so many women really do like toxic men. Now I see why a lot of them wasn't trying to fuck with me and fuck with that guy. Made all sense. Plus, they didn't deserve. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing about this. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes why a person don't mess with you, but you'll see them deal with that person. You're like, damn, I can see if they didn't just like me and they found somebody who's good, but they completely downgraded. Like, the reason why I think is because karma. I feel like if you do bad, why do you deserve somebody good? So in other words, if I'm a good woman or man, right, and you trying to like somebody who really is not a good woman or man, it makes so much sense why they wouldn't like you or why they would fumble you or pick this other person over you, because they don't deserve what you got. They have to reap their karma. How can you do people dirty and end up with somebody solidified great for you or good for you? How's that work? That's not how this world works, and y'all know that. So when you do bad, you're gonna end up liking bad. That's your karma. Well, it don't matter why you like that toxic guy over that good guy or not. Your karma. Same thing what you do. You be liking the wrong women because of your karma. Mr. Player for all your life, and you don't want to deal with the good woman. You like the bad woman because it's easier. You know what I mean? The good woman actually makes you respect her and all this other shit. So you're going to go over there where it's easy, and you're going to pay in the end. And that's just what it is, man. But I know you get a lot of attention by showing your sexuality and using your sexuality as a woman. But I'm telling you right now, if you want something real, try to tone it down. Not saying that, don't make the man feel like you don't want to fuck with him. Now that's a problem too. Don't act like you're not attracted to him, because he's going to think you just friend zone him. Like, she just friend zoned me, man. That's fucked up. But I'm saying don't lead with your sexuality. Like, in other words, say a woman don't show her body and a man tries to talk to her somehow on Facebook or something. That's kind of cool, but if you showing your body and then they're coming, you see the difference? Versus, he really ain't show like he's the boss and he owns this or that, but women still try to talk to him, kind of. You know, it's all about what you lead with. If women say I'm capping, then you can't say that. When y'all say that shit that, well, I don't care about a man's money shit, remember that when it comes to your body. Remember that shit, because a lot of y'all, man, y'all attracting the wrong type of guy and you don't get it, man. You just don't get it. Every man likes your body. Every man likes your sex and all this. But what happens is, again, before I get out of this car, is you're going to attract men that really don't just like you for you when you lead that way. That's why you can't lead that way. At least kind of like you hear women complaining saying, this guy was all over me and I was looking ugly. That's a good thing. Why are you complaining about that? That'd be like me in my work clothes and a woman trying to talk to me. You know what I mean? I already know off rip, like, yep. Because she knows. Now, maybe if she see me in a big semi and did it, then that's kind of different, because she can put two and two together, like, semi, money, okay. That's different. But she just seen me, like, in a work car, work clothes, and try to talk to me and shit. Come on, man. Oh, I mean, there's nothing more that needs to be said. Why would I complain about some shit like that? But these women, they do that shit, man. They complain about, what they do is, if he like me looking like this, he must like anybody. It's just always some dumb shit. It's like if you like the girl or show interest, then you're some lame or something. But if you don't like the girl, you treat her like shit and ignore her, now you're some god. It's backwards, man. It's all backwards. Y'all gotta stop shitting on people that show y'all interest, man. If you don't like the person, that's one thing. But if you just sitting on them just because they show some type of interest in something, that's gonna come back and bite you, man, because a lot of y'all doing that, and you are trying to get with the ones who aren't showing you any interest because you think that they're better than you because they're not showing you interest. That's all that is. I've been saying this shit forever about when men say women want bad men. Nah, not necessarily. What is going on is when they think they can have you, they think you're beneath me. You can't get better than me, you're beneath me, whatever. But when they can't have, wait, did I say that right? When they can't have you, they think that you're above them, or they gotta prove, like, why am I not good enough for this guy, right? Because the guy's ignoring her for whatever, who knows, right? But when you show interest, now it's, you're a fan, I'm better than you, and all this other shit. And it's gotta stop. You gotta flip that, you gotta flip your mindset, man. It can't be that way. Can't be that way. That's what men are doing. Oh, she let me fuck, I'm the best ever, I'm gonna just do it wrong. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at it a different way, like, she let me fuck, she gave me her body. Maybe she do fuck with me like that. They don't look at it that way though. They get a big head, well, I'm gonna fuck some more and more. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. They do the same thing women do. It's just, when it comes to women, it's attention. But when it comes to men, it's sex. She gave me the sex, she's beneath me now. You know, I'm go look for others. He gave me the attention, the validation. He's beneath me now, basically. It's stupid, man. But whatever. I'm getting off this motherfucker, man. This time for real. And that's all I gotta say about this shit, man. Women need to stop using their sexuality to get men. The more you think that the man is fucking with you, then the more you could do that. But at first, you gotta keep that shit to a minimum. But you gotta do it in a way to where the guy kind of knows that you're interested, but you're not just all out there like that. And I suggest stop showing pictures on fucking Facebook and your stories and shit trying to get men to come to your inbox. You see what's happening, all the men in your inbox, and you still ain't found the right one. Shouldn't that tell you something? Because y'all women y'all got way more people in y'all inbox than a man will ever have. I don't give a fuck if he's one of the top tier, whatever the fuck you want to call them, males in the world. Y'all got men all over y'all shit, man. And guess what? It's the same results. It's the same results. I want women, any woman watching, I want every time you think about showing pictures, you know, to try to get men to come in your stories and shit, I want you to think about this. I want you to imagine a man trying to buy women with his money. Because that's what you're doing. It's not the same. Yeah, looks and money is not the same, but that's your currency. That's your currency. So you're leading with your looks and your sexuality. And I want you to imagine how you feel about men who do that. Like, what's up? I got 500, you trying to fuck with me? That's basically what you're doing. Look at my ass, you trying to fuck with me? On the sink and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to explore your sexuality, but if you want to do it with the right guy, well, you're going to have to tone it down until you can see who the fuck the right guy is. If you're just going to just do it for the whole world, well, everybody's the right guy because everybody going to like you for it. Everybody going to put on that mask, I like you mask. You know what I mean? And then when they fuck, they not going to like you. They going to just show who they really are. Same thing with y'all dudes, man. It's a lesson to you, too. You're using the money because you're not getting as much attention. So you're trying to buy women and shit. It's going to backfire. Why would you want to experience... Let me put it like this. The experience with a woman that I don't have to buy versus one that I do have to buy is night and day. In other words, a woman that is trying to fuck me and suck me, right? Just cause. Versus, oh, you gotta pay. It's not even the same. It's not. Why would y'all want to do that to yourselves? You need to experience women that actually want to fuck with you. But the problem is with women and men is the fucking ego. The ego of, oh, they don't like me, man. They don't like me, man. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. Because at the end of the day, with the right person like me, I'm going to shit on, this is what you could have had. I don't even got to say it to you. I can just show you. It don't matter anyway. Because if you don't like me, it's not going to be the same experience as what it will be with a woman that do like me. Plain and simple. But a lot of y'all in y'all minds think because somebody don't like you that they are better than somebody who do like you. You steady looking over that fucking fence, thinking that these people are better than somebody who actually like you. Gotta stop that shit, man. And if you don't see something that you like, that like you, then you just wait and you just keep self-improving and shit. But all that chasing or settling, that's a problem. Chasing people who don't like you, problem. Settling for people you don't really like, problem. Don't do it, man. Don't let your ego fuck you up out this motherfucker, man. Just because a woman don't like you better than the next guy doesn't mean that guy's better, or vice versa. Or vice versa. I'm going to tell you like this, if you're a woman watching, there's sometimes I know this woman's better for me than this one, but I still like that one, right? Or there's sometimes that I know this woman not better for me, but is better, but I still like that one. So don't go by, oh, he's fucking this girl now, so I'm going to go fight this girl because she's better than me. Or don't do none of that. Just let her have the guy. So if you with a guy and he's fucking other women, just let him go. It's time to go. Let him go. Don't fight. Don't be like she's better than me or why not good enough. It don't even fucking matter. Because 9 times out of 10, it's because he's not good enough. 9 times out of 10, that woman probably knew you existed or she's willing to play the side, because any woman who really isn't willing to play the side is going to investigate to see if you fuck with somebody, and 9 times out of 10 she probably gonna figure it out. So you can miss me with that cap shit about the woman didn't know, and most of them know. They're willing to do it. They're willing to play the side chick, and they should. Plain and simple. All because of emotions. These same emotions that a so-called good guy don't give them. And the reason why is because it's not that up and down shit. You know what I mean? It's not the up and down emotions. It's just all across the board he's good, and they don't like that because they don't understand that you can get these up and down emotions. The women like stimulation emotions. You can get that from other shit. You could pick the good guy and go see the world with the motherfucker. There's your stimulation right there. This place, that place, somewhere new, whatever. But y'all want to stimulate your emotions through a man arguing and drama and cheating and all that other shit, when there's a whole world to see, and you can stimulate your emotions that way. You can read a book. You could work on craft, start a business, something. I don't understand it, man. I never will, but hey, it is what it is, people. Until the next one, y'all stay solid, man. Stay up. Don't fold. Don't settle. Never let your emotions overpower your intelligence. And stop comparing yourself to other people. Compare yourself to yourself. And always remember that ego. Keep that ego in check. Oh, she don't like me. She must like him better. It's cool. It is what it is. I can't help it. Just like if I don't like a girl and I like this girl better, it is what it is. That other girl's not going to make me like this one if I like that one or whatever. So as y'all men, y'all be all in y'all feelings. You got to understand. Just like you don't like every woman, they not going to like every man. And when they don't, you got to move on. But you can't move on because your ego, and your ego for one, and you don't understand that your experience with a woman who really like you is way better than a woman that don't. The experience is not the same. Once you understand these two things, one, the ego part. So what if she likes him better? Don't make me better. I'm still going to be the best man in the world. You got to have that mindset. Don't matter. You like him better, oh well. Just like a woman could not like a black dude and like white dudes. Does that mean every white dude better than me? No, absolutely not. It is what it is. Goodbye. Right? So the ego, keep that in check. Right? You got to keep that in check. And I forget the second one. I already said it in this video, so it don't fucking matter. But the second one is important too. I wish I knew. It's the ego, right? I don't remember, y'all. I'm sidetracked. But I already said it in this video. I was just going to break it down one last time. Now it's fucking with me. Y'all know how y'all, you know how you want to say something, you're like, what the fuck was I trying to say? But whatever, man. The ego, the experience. The experience. Once let's just say I did convince a woman to like me, don't really like me. I'm number 5 on the list, even number 2, right? It's not the same. Number 1 still can fuck if he wants to. He could just come and take her, whatever, because I'm not number 1. So yeah, that ego, keep that in check. And then the experience with a woman that's really fucking with you versus one that's not, it's night and day. That's why y'all still wrapped up on motherfuckers that don't like you. Once I know that a woman don't like me or like him better or whatever, who cares? It don't matter why. Once I see that a woman don't really like me, put it like that, don't really like me, doesn't mean that she don't like me, that don't really like me, it's fine. Because she can't give me the experience that a woman that really like me can. Period. A woman who really like me gonna treat me like a king. Now, granted, I can't just like treat her like shit, but she gonna treat me like a king, man. The woman who really, you're all right, she's not gonna do that. She wants me to be her fan. You see what I mean? So the moral is, both people got to see each other as king and queen, and then that's when magic happens. Anything else other than that, somebody getting played or hurt. You can believe that shit. If both people don't see each other up here, somebody getting played or hurt. So I'm not going to fight and try to prove she should like me. None of that shit. I might do that after the fact. If a woman shows she's interested, then that's different. Like we really been fucking around, right? Then yeah, the more we fuck around, the more it gets better with me. In my opinion, it gets better. So all these women that say out the gate, a man know what he want right away and all that, not every man. Me, I'm gonna start out cold until the more I see the woman fuck with me, the hotter I'm gonna get. That's just how it is, and that's good. That means I'm not getting comfortable. That means there's improvement. We're getting better. Not starting at the top and dropping. Nah, we starting here and we going up. You see what I mean? That's how it should be. That's how it should be. But, you know, you got the men caught up in the woman's looks and all that shit, man. And that shit don't mean shit, man. That don't mean that woman really... What good is it to have a good-looking woman, but she still want to fuck with this guy and not you? Or she don't respect you, or she wants to be the man, or whatever. What good is that? You're trying to tell me you would take that so-called 10 over... give me a 6. Because a 6 still look good. You know what I mean? And 6's looks ain't just everything. So you can't... Really, the 6 is really the 10. Y'all say to me, she's a 10. The 6. The girl that looks good, right? She's just not a model, but she look good, right? And everything else. She does everything else. She got everything else going on. That's a 10 to me. But to y'all, she don't look good enough, man. That's y'all problem. Y'all gonna fumble. Y'all gonna pick the model to just stand there and look stupid and don't do shit for you and demand everything from you, and you're gonna regret it in the end. All because of what? Because she looks slightly better. And I do mean slightly, because for the most part, either a woman is good looking or she's not. I don't know where people are getting this crazy ass shit. Beyonce and Kelly, they all the same, really. I mean, yeah, they look slightly different, but they all look good. Like, it don't fucking matter. At the end of the day, it's more about who the fuck's who. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is who at the end of the fucking day? I don't know, man. Plus, the more you get closer to a person, the better they look anyway. You know what I mean? And the more you don't even give a fuck about that shit, man. You don't wake up 10 years from now with somebody and you see their looks and shit like that, but that's not why you still there and shit. That's not what you really care about. And people just don't get it, man. But they gonna get it because they gonna learn hard and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt hard as fuck. You know? Would I ever get with a woman I'm not attracted to? No. No. But I ain't out here looking for, she gotta be a model, dog. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. For what? Nah, how she treat me is what makes her the fucking model. That don't mean that she can not be attractive to me, and then, nah, it don't work that way. But if she passes the attraction and she treats me good, what more could I ask for? If not, then I'm just like the women who are curving good people for them, for people who are not good for them. It's the same fucking shit. You can't be a hypocrite about this. A lot of men are hypocrites when it comes to this shit. You tell women they're curving all the good men, but then you curve all the good women. Why? Because she looks a little bit better, or because it's new pussy. Whatever the fuck you be doing. I don't give a fuck why you be doing it. All I know is it's not going to end up good for you. All y'all men out here thinking that this shit don't have no effects on you and you could just do what you want, you're going to learn the hard way, dog. You know, I'm just going to be out here fucking everybody and all this. Yeah, that's fine. But in the end, what you get? Some nuts? You sacrifice your whole chance to be a fucking, you know, like a god, like male on this earth because you want to chase around nuts. It don't make sense. And you getting women that's playing you and shitting on you and all this other shit because you don't want to appreciate one that was good. You want to keep playing around. When a good one comes, you want to keep playing around. Instead of saying, you know what, this is a good one, this is good enough for me. I mean, the girl will do damn near anything you want sexually. What more do you fucking need, motherfucker? I don't get this shit. I really don't. Once a woman know what you like and shit, why I need to be fucking with this and this and this? For what? Plus, I like the woman, I like her spirit. So I like fucking her and her spirit, not other women. But that's when I actually got a woman. Now, if I don't have a woman, still gotta like the chick. But I'm more open to dealing with different people if I don't have a woman. But if I got a woman, nah, there's no way. I don't need to. Plus, karma's coming. I know karma's coming. I don't want her to be fucking somebody else, so I'm not going to do it. But this is just me, and the world is not me. So I can't control the world. Y'all have a good day, man. Stop leading with sexuality as a woman. I know you got it. I know it gives you more attention and more likes and all this, but what's your goal? You want likes and attention, or you want some man that's solid? If you want a man that's solid, he got to like you for more than just your looks. Therefore, you don't even got to use your looks. Who would have thought as a woman, you don't even got to use your fucking looks to attract the right man? Nobody's telling them this shit, though. What they're telling them is use your sexuality and shit to use men and get over men and control men. That's what they're telling them. But what kind of men? Not the right man. You don't even got to use, this is what men are not been told. You do not have to use your money and muscles and all this shit to get the right woman. She just likes you because. All that other shit just makes her like you even more. But she already likes you a lot. That shit just puts it on steroids. Because you got money and muscles and all this other shit. But they're telling y'all, man, you gotta have this money and muscles and shit to get women to like you and love you and shit. Yeah, I mean, let's say it like this. Yeah, women might like you because of those things, but that don't mean they're gonna respect you or love you. Which one you want? You want to be liked by a bunch of women that could do you dirty because, yeah, they like you because of certain reasons? Or you want a woman that really respects you or love you, right? Damn near the same thing. That maybe it don't work out with y'all or y'all just friends or something, but she won't have your tires flat or be downtown over a rape accusation or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even in a cemetery, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel like if a woman really respects you, she respects your time and all this other shit, so you're not sacrificing your purpose either, which is very important. But hey, y'all carry the fuck on and do what y'all want to do, because I know my food getting cold.